In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an awesome haul of Star Wars action figures that I managed to pick up from Echo Live in Redditch. Hey there Star Wars collectors, welcome to another Bosk's Bounty video. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, I just want to show you some awesome pickups that I managed to get from the Echo Live event that I went to in Redditch last weekend. So if you didn't know, or if you're not joined, there's a Facebook group called Echo Base Live Modern and Echo Base Live Vintage. And on both of those Facebook groups, it's like a buying and selling page. People buy and sell all of their Star Wars goodies. So obviously the vintage group is for all your pre-1985 figures. And then anything after that is on the modern page. So it's a great group, great people. We buy and sell stuff all the time. There's so many deals going down. You can always pick up something that you want. But anyway, every 6 months, that Facebook group put on an event in Redditch called Echo Live. And basically, loads and loads of Star Wars dealers come along, set up their tables, and then loads and loads of people turn up that want to buy the stuff, which is people like me. Now, I just wanted to show you the awesome things that I got this time. And we're going to start off with probably what I felt was the deal of the day for what I picked up. And the first thing I picked up was this Woof. Now, I do already have this figure carded, but I do need one loose. Now, it's going to pain me to open this guy because he's getting pretty rare now. He's becoming quite valuable on eBay, but I managed to pick this guy up for £15. That's just unbelievable. That's almost retail price. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's in perfect condition. And as you can see there, he'll look very nice on my barge. Or skiff, whichever, or Jabba's Palace, whichever setup you want to do. So I'm just going to plonk him there. Sorry about the light. Next up, the same seller in the same deal, I managed to pick up Prune Face. So there's Prune Face. So this guy was marked £20. Again, another bargain. Now, this guy I don't actually own carded, so I was very happy to see him there. Perfect condition, unpunched. Yeah, so another great deal. So he was £20, he was £15, and then in the same deal, I think I got the Cloud Car Pilot. So again, another one that I do not have in my carded collection. There is still some that I do not have, believe it or not. Yep, so this is the Cloud Car Pilot on the Empire Strikes Back card. This one could be in slightly better condition. There's a few little marks on the side there, but that doesn't bother me too much. I can always upgrade him at some point. He's VC11. So yeah, so those three I think he was 15, he was 20, and he was 20, and I got them all for £50. So in fact, if you want to work it out, really, he's probably less than £15. So for me, that was an absolute bargain. Then on another table there was these two figures. We've got the R2-D2 from Return of the Jedi with all his bartender stuff, with all his drinks and everything, and obviously Luke Skywalker's lightsaber for the pop-up lightsaber. Again, another figure that I do have already, but I did want him loose for my barge. So the problem with getting one of those barges is that then you have to get all the loose figures to fill it with, don't you? So he is VC25, so yeah, I did need him. He's on the return card, that one, so you can actually get him on the Revenge of the Jedi card as well. And then finally, for the vintage collection old figures, or the original vintage collection figures, I managed to get Han Solo Yavin Ceremony. Now, again, this is one that I've never really picked up. Wasn't ever too fond of the figure, so I thought it'd just be one that I'd leave and concentrate on getting other figures in the line. But obviously, Luke Ceremony's just come out, and we are getting Leia in the Yavin Ceremony as well. So when I saw him for £20, I thought I'd better pick him up as well. So as you can see, getting awesome deals for these guys if you're only paying £20 for a vintage collection figure from the original line. Now, I did pick myself up another Luke Skywalker Yavin, so just to show you there what those two are going to look like together. Let's try and get the light sorted for you. So there you go, they're going to look awesome with that Leia that's due to come out. Now, I did already have this. I reviewed this ages ago, you know, kind of quite a while before most people seem to have it in hand. But I did need another one carded because I gave one to my son, which is kind of what I keep doing, to be honest. I open things and I end up giving them to my son, but he loves it, so I'm not really that bothered. Now I did get one more figure to go in my palace or barge, and that is Bane Malar, or Bane Malar. He's from the Legacy collection. Very cool figure. Apologies for the light there glaring on that bubble, but he's a pretty decent figure. Legacy collection had some decent figures in it, so I'm quite looking forward to getting him out and having him obviously in my palace or barge, depending on which one I decide. Now on to what I consider to be the best things that I managed to pick up from Echo, and obviously we're going to go into vintage now. So a couple of little things that I managed to pick up was an extra Salacious Crumb. So this is in a baggie still, made in Hong Kong. So this is the original Salacious Crumb that you get with the Jabba's Palace set. So there's that, and I also got his little pipe or bong, whatever you want to call it. So these are just spares. My Jabba's Palace does have these still in their baggies, but I thought, why not pick up some spares? Alright, so on to the bit that I'm most proud of. Now, obviously, when I originally went to Echo, I was planning on buying more vintage than modern. But obviously, when I saw these guys there, I just couldn't pass them up. I needed some of them carded and I needed some of them loose. So I just couldn't pass them up for those prices. But I could afford to buy one particular mint on card vintage figure. So I managed to pick myself up the Gomorian Guard. Now, he's actually in a GW acrylic case at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get him out so we can get rid of that glare. And you can really see this vintage figure. Now, I absolutely love this thing. And the Gomorian Guards were one of my favourite figures as a kid. And to have this guy carded on a Return of the Jedi card there. The only problem that I can really see with it is we've got a little bit of a vein bend on that corner. But the main thing for me was getting a clear bubble. So Return of the Jedi figures from Kenner especially are very difficult to get without a yellow bubble. They just seem to have all gone yellow, especially the Gomorian Guards actually. I see a lot of yellow Gomorian Guards. So to get one this clean, lovely clean bubble there. We've got a slight veining there on the card, but it's, you've got to expect that on these older cards. And there's the back of the card there with all the 65 figures. So this is obviously before the last 17 and everything came out. What date have we got on this? Yep, 1983, the year the Return of the Jedi hit cinemas. So yeah, that's another mint on card original vintage figure for my collection. I think I've got 4 or 5 now. Maybe I'll do a video about all of my collection of vintage figures that I've got mint on card. But yeah, Gomorian Guard, one of my favourite cards, one of my favourite figures as a kid. So I was really, really happy to get this at Echo Live. I think it cost me about £70, I want to say, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Anyway, guys, what do you think of my haul from Echo Live? Let me know in the comments below which item you think is the best and which one you think I got the best deal on. And yeah, as I say, if you like this video, drop a like down below. And we shall see you on the next one.